I don't think I've ever been so excited about a segment in my life.
Oh, stop.
No, Mark, this is such a big deal. This past weekend, our Mark Steinis proposed marriage to his beautiful girlfriend, Julie Fryerman.
Hard to believe she said yes.
Seriously.
It's amazing.
And today we wanted to talk to Mark a little bit about finding love at 50 and how you got to that proposal with your lovely Julie.
Well, I know. First of all, I am the luckiest man in the world. I really am. But you know what? It's tough because I was married for a long period of time, and sort of jumping back into that race, it's weird. You're swiping left and right, and it's like buying a car online. You know, it's like I want red with bucket seats, and I want a sunroof.
Yeah, I know.
It's the strangest thing, and I didn't know about how to go about it, so I was kind of in and out of relationships, and they were kind of toxic, and I was also very careful who the boys came in contact with. I really wanted to filter all that from them and make sure, because, it's a situation.
But, you also, listen, we know you very well here. And everyone at home knows Mark, but we know him. I mean, you're like our brother.
Yes. Yeah.
And you said a lot of things. Well, I'm 50 years old. And I kept saying, what are you talking about? Why did you look at things like that? Yeah. You're so young and vibrant and excited.
But I mean, I will say this. Here I am single. I'm a single parent. I went through there was a tough year. I had, a job shift. I came on the show. I had a cancer scare, became a single, father, raising two boys. I had double hernia surgery, and my dad died. And that was in less than a year. It was about a 10-month period of time. So it hit me. So my confidence was really low, and I was just trying to. That's why I kept finding myself in these sort of bad situations.
Mm-hmm. So with Julie, start at the beginning. Tell us how it started with Julie.
Well, look, it started like any other day. It was last August 19th, and it was right here. Yeah. She came on the show I remember she came on the show with little Norbert. She's a children's book author.
Unreal.
And Norbert is the cutest little thing. And Norbert came into her life and became a vehicle for her to sort of move into that dream of hers of being a children's book author. But it was when I shook her hand in rehearsals that I went, wait, what was that? And because Julie wasn't what I was looking for, because you kind of do that dream board in your mind, she was what I was feeling for.
Wow.
And I didn't understand
Isn't that beautiful?
until when I immediately had skin contact with her. I shook her hand. And I looked at Norbert and I said, "You're going to be a good wingman one day." And she heard it and she went back to the trailer and she went, "Is he single?" And she looked me up, and it started that way.
So then he said this where I know. He said.
Little Norbert.
But you said when you shook her hand, you knew she was the one. You said immediately, I knew she was the one.
I knew, I knew she was. I just had never felt that before.
She does have glowing skin.
Yes.
She did.
Really annoying.
We've got.
But she really is. I mean, she's absolutely the cleanest, and she doesn't come with baggage. She doesn't come with this stuff. You look at her and you see her soul immediately.
So then, did you reach out to her first?
Absolutely not. Why would I put myself out there for rejection? No, I was way too insecure. She actually, and I still have this. She sent me an email. And this shows you the handwriting. She said, "Hi, Mark, this is Julie. I was a guest on your show with Norbert. We had an amazing experience. Would you like to go to dinner with me?"
Oh my gosh!
That was it.
I love you so much. Will you marry me, Julie?
But the bottom line is, P.S., you'll never know how I got your email.
That is so cute.
Which was so and she received it because, we send out pictures, and she looked through and she goes, "There it is." And she found it, and she sent me that email.
Yeah, girl.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Get it, girl.
But we ended up not having dinner. She flew back home to Carver, Massachusetts, and it began to escalate in our conversation, and I noticed her phone number on the bottom of her email, so I texted her. And just to see if it was really her, because that's your next step.
Right, you texted her.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
you told me something about that first text that she wrote back to you really made you realize that these feelings you were having were in fact legitimate.
Yeah.
Well, they were. It is. If you look what her response
so
is.
So cute.
Indeed, it is Julie. And for whatever reason, that one word, indeed, it wasn't yup.
Yeah.
It wasn't, it was indeed. And I went, this is a smart, sophisticated, educated, well thought, a good communicator, finds a good word.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
when was the last time you used the word indeed?
What are you trying to say?
Come on. I know you.
Really are.
Indeed, it's been quite some time.
Were your boys then indeed involved in the proposal?
Indeed, they were. But I will tell you why. It's because, one of the turning points was I was dating somebody, and they said to me, look, I'm not in this to raise your children. And I immediately was like, that's when it was a wake-up call. So I knew as I was going in with,
So these were some of the toxic relationships
yeah,
you were involved in.
But when I met Julie, I felt like I was like, you need to know I have 2 children. In fact, they were here the day Julie was on the show. And I wanted to just make that very present. And I said, people can see that as baggage. And she cut me off. She goes, no, they're not. It's not baggage. They're presents. And I knew at that point, I was like, she understood what children. She doesn't have children of her own, but I wasn't married before. I know. Stay with me. But
that's a package. That's a package deal. If somebody says to your kids aren't, well, that's not. That's
no, that's you're out. But here's what I learned. The boys and I all been going through therapy, and I learned that through the therapist, who's amazing. She's like, you have to show them as a father, and this is a message to all fathers, and we talked about this segment, is you have to show your children the path, how to respect. It was great. My kids got to see me fall in love. Yeah. So they had to be there when I proposed, right? So they had to be involved.
Well, Fred and Norbert also saw you fall in love.
Yes, they also did, and I will say this. They upstaged us, but you have to wait because we didn't even know until we played the video back.
Okay, this is great because, anyone who knows Mark knows everything was documented. Ken, get a tissue. Ken is indeed crying.
By the way, I did ask them if they wanted to be involved. I asked their permission.
Which is great.
Which is, I said, would you mind if, would you have any
You didn't ask Julie if she wanted to be involved. It was a surprise. But you did say to Julie that they were going to dinner, and then after dinner, they were going to do a staged photo.
Well, we were doing a staged photo, then going to dinner.
Oh, excuse me. I got it backwards. Because, everyone stages a photo and then goes to dinner.
Yeah. Right.
You know me.
Here's a little part of this video.
Norbert, are you ready? Okay. Smile. Yeah?
What are you guys doing?
We need to take a picture.
Should I read these out loud?
Sure, if you want.
My brother Avery and my brother Kai would like to know if you, Julie, and you, Norbert, would like to become
Where they're getting this.
permanent members of our family.
I don't know. Fred?
But wait, before you answer, Dad has something to say. Dad, here's your moment. Don't screw it up. Julie. I think he's nervous. This could turn out badly. If it does, let's roll. I can't bear to look. If you were a gentleman, you would be on one knee. Right?
Which one's it gonna be? Which one will it be?
I would have selected indeed.
But is it yes? Is it yes? It's yes! Yay!
Is that a video?
That's a video. Oh, I don't get a hug. Come on. Did they make? That's all. Did you enjoy that?
That was really
cute.
really
Thank you. Aww. They christened us. The dogs christened.
Oh my gosh, no one even saw the dog. In the corner. You know what? Now we have to ask her if she wants to be part of our family.
I know.
Yes, we do.
Right.
We have more cue cards.
We've got them all over here, Mark. We are so happy for you
thank
collectively.
you.
This whole place is so happy for you. see the wedding, and maybe you'll do it here on the show. No, we get to pick Julie's dress.
Oh, the DIY.